Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger. We're doing the on-camera thing, not usually how we do it around here, but my friends, it's a different thing going on because we got one of these bad boys here. So I was at the Evo Awards and I won Content Creator of the Year for the FGC. And I gotta say, sincerely, everyone, thank you very, very, very much. As for my actual speech on the stage, I don't remember what I said. I sort of just made it up on the spot. I didn't think I was gonna win. But now that we got that done, now that I'm back home, turns out I did win. Thank you very much. I figure let's talk about it. We also have a lot of news to talk about. Invincible, Avatar, and more. And also, I got a few things I want to talk about for the future of the channel, for the rooflemonger brand, if you will. So we got a lot of things to talk about, but first, let's talk about a word from our fighting game sponsor. We got you. Do you like fighting games? Do you like card games? Well, how about we put them together with Fight, a deck building game based off of Mortal Kombat. In Fight, you can play as your favorite Mortal Kombat characters, do awesome combos, build powerful decks, and even unleash fatalities. The campaign for the game is currently live on Kickstarter and also includes multiple expansions. One, the Chaos Reigns expansion, is exclusive to Kickstarter backers only. And these expansions add new characters, new gameplay elements, and more fatalities. It's a classical 1 versus 1 card game format, although the Deadly Alliance expansion also upgrades the game for 2v2 combat. The base game comes with over 240 cards and 9 characters before any of the expansions. And higher Kickstarter tiers give things like exclusive playmats, card sleeves, and acrylic standees. So if you like fighting games and you like card games and this sounds interesting to you and you want to learn more, check out the link in the video description. And thank you to Fight for sponsoring the video. So Evo Awards, for the event itself, it was super well produced. Definitely looked like $1 million set. Just amazing venue, amazing people. I gotta say, there's a lot of people there. I did expect a lot of people there. I didn't expect. Not everyone showed up on camera though, so I don't want to blow up their spot if they don't want it to be known. But still, lots of people there. It was really cool. And I gotta say, it's just an honor because a lot of people there are people I really respect in the FGC. And then, hey, smile, shake hands, talk. That's already a blessing in itself. And then like, oh, by the way, voted for you. And that's a pretty good boost to the ego. I'm not going to lie, right? Like, hey, here's someone I respect a lot. And they said, oh, by the way, I voted for you. Like, well, pat me on the head and send me going. I guess that's pretty damn good feeling. Another pretty damn good feeling, honestly, was just the audience themselves. So from the position of sitting on the tables watching the stage show, I did watch clips of the stream and it wasn't as immediate obvious when people were cheering or not. But the fact that when they're running all the names for content creator and the cheer I got when my name showed up on the screen was one of the louder cheers of the night, that made me feel like $1 million. I'm not gonna lie. And the fact they sort of faked me out too. They had a cameraman set up with their camera on someone else. And then when I got announced I was the winner, they immediately turned to me. And I was like, whoa, wait, what? So I don't know if they did that to trick me or what. And apparently the VTuber who announced the whole thing, Botan, is quite famous. I admittedly don't know much about VTubers, but thank you, Botan, for your time. It's incredibly valued and appreciated. But as for winning the award, like, thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching the content. I know I'm sort of everywhere in that I don't really follow one game. I don't really do one set style of video, right? And I think perhaps that's what a lot of people like. That I will cover Street Fighter, sure, but I'll also cover Virtual Fighter. I'll cover a small indie game you never heard of. I'll put out a giant guide on this, that, and the other, right? I'll cover news on this, that, and the other. I'm trying to do my best to just doing everything everywhere, and I guess it works to a degree, or else you guys wouldn't be here. And rest assured, it's going to keep going. I do take a good amount of pride in, like, this is a solo act. I do all this all myself. I have no editors. I have no thumbnail guy. It's all just me. And That takes up a lot of my day, not gonna lie. So when I say this is my life, I ain't joking. So to get the award for validation for my life, I guess, if you want to put it that way, feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. By the way, things are a little sparse right now. I'm redoing the whole apartment. I want to make this place more professional, but I'm not quite done yet. So a lot of things are in transition. By the way, the lovely art in the background, Kitty Mia, check her out. She does fantastic stuff. I want to shout her out. And we got a lot of news to get to, and also stuff for the future. So let's get to that. Let's talk about the news first, because there's a lot that's happened last few days that I wasn't around to cover because I was at the Evo Awards. So first off, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. It turns out, I guess Max had some additional footage past the Penny Parker trailer that was put out, and there was something in there that maybe wasn't supposed to be seen. In that, we got a new logo that has not appeared in anything else. You know, last Tokon video, we speculated a lot about teams. Who's on what team, why and where and all that. And now we have a logo that is very distinctly a mashup of the Fantastic Four and Avengers logos. As in, it's the Avengers logo, but with a giant 4 in it instead. So we already have Captain America, who's a team leader as shown in the previous trailers. We already have Iron Man. So if we have a Fantastic Avengers, then, well, at least one of the Fantastic Four would show up. Given we already have Miss Marvel who can stretch. Money is on probably Sue and Ben, as in the Invisible Woman and the Thing. Also, I guess, yes, Johnny Storm, you know, Human Torch, but Johnny's kind of, like, for a fighting game character, Johnny would be the most boring of the four. Invisible Woman and the Thing, you could do so much more. Like, especially Invisible Woman, if you saw the recent movie, that movie actually pays respect to how strong Sue actually is. In that spoiler, she can manhandle Galactus. That's why she's a very large threat in the current run of the comics, by the way. Sue is straight up one of Marvel's most powerful characters. And for fighting game design, you could do so much with her, and Thing is, well, the Thing. We need a classical big boy. We have Penny, who is a large character, yes, but Penny is a random item character like Faust, at least so we're assuming. She's not super armor, command grabs, all that sort of stuff. The Thing would be a perfect candidate for it. On top of a character that just needs more love and more appearances in games in general. We'll see how it turns out, but the Fantastic Avengers looks like it might be the next team to be revealed. And for a bunch of stuff announced at the Evo Awards, so hey, the SNK World Tour is adding King of Fighters 98 to the tour. And now, you know, with Art of Fighting, well, there's a new Art of Fighting in development. We know that. It's coming at some point. But now they're adding more classical games. Now the SNK World Tour is more a celebration of SNK in general. And 98's like one of the top fighting games of all time, period, right? So adding it to the tour, giving a decent prize pool, just letting the legacy of the game stand by itself, I think that's great. And makes me think, like, if KOF 98 is like a main title at Evo Mexico, because Evo Mexico is going to be a thing, that'd be like the game to watch, to say the least. More news! So we got our final Invincible versus character in Conquest. And a lot of people were hoping Conquest would be in the game, so yeah, he's in the game. And on site after the Evo Awards, actually, I did get to play Conquest, but only for like 4 minutes, so I can't give you much that's not in the trailer. Other than, I'll definitely say he felt like a bully character. Like, he can delete projectiles with special moves, he has super armor on his specials, he's a big boy, big bully kind of character for sure. We got that open beta coming out on April the 9th for PlayStation and Xbox, and if you've been, questioning about the game at all, now's the time to try it. I think the game's pretty cool myself. It launches at a discount, it's not a full price game at launch. Fast 3v3 gameplay, classical tag gameplay, the crazy combo system that only the Killer Instinct devs could bring. At bare minimum, try it out for free, why not? Also launching at the end of April, so it's not too far from the launch right now. And we also got details on the season pass, so we knew that it was going to be 4 characters, and it looks like they're having some fun with it. In that the characters are going to be Universa and the Immortal. So if you know Invincible, like, Immortal's a meme in and of himself, really. Universa is not that big of a deal of a character, like lore-wise, importance-wise. But she is hot, green, and jacked. And honestly, I've played characters for less reasons than that. So welcome aboard, Universa. And we still have 2 more characters to go after this, and who will they be? One of them will be Thrag. I feel like that's a pretty good bet that one of them will be Thrag. It would be weird if he wasn't in the game to be real, but hey, who knows? We'll get there in time. And the big news is Avatar, the fighting game. So there's a trailer at Evo Awards, and I was under the understanding, oh, they might show Sokka. Like, that's all I thought they were going to show is Sokka, right? And turns out, oh, we're showing everybody. Everybody. So the other characters, if you happen to be unaware, Fire Lord Ozai, the big bad of the Aang show. Zahir, who is one of the villains in the Korra series. Kyoshi, as in Avatar Kyoshi, and Aang and Korra as playable avatars, not just going into their avatar states, they just already are avatars. Think of them like the Super Saiyan Blue characters in Dragon Ball FighterZ, I guess. So that's pretty surprising. No more drip feed reveals like here's everyone all at once, and of course we're getting a lot of features as well. Story mode, online play, all the things you would expect. Just a whole bunch of goodies, really. As well as some very, very interesting gameplay snippets. So now we just dumped everyone, but we still don't know gameplay for a lot of these characters, right? And then we have some on Sokka and Azula, 2 highly anticipated characters to say the least. They do a lot of things. Sokka does have his sword, by the way. And Azula has got, let's call it some lovely references as well. Let me tell you, the first time I saw her in action and noticed a few things. Like some Repukens and double Repukens, like just some SNK stuff. Not the only references I've seen too, but I can't talk anymore about that. And then the release date and the price. Yo, this game is $30 American at launch. This is one of the best fighting games coming out this year, and it's a steal. Even the fancy edition, which comes with a bunch of extras, including the season pass, which will be 5 characters. Even the deluxe edition is $49.99 American. Like, Invincible Versus is already great being a discounted game. This is like double discounted at launch out of the gate for one of the best fighting games of this year. Like, straight up, you are doing yourself a disservice if you do not kind of jump in. Like, this game is so cool. Like, look at Azula. So Azula, if you don't know, she's a stance character. Regular Azula, and when she loses her mind Azula. And how she moves, how she fights is completely different based on her mood. And considering she has mood swings, I think that'll be pretty fun, especially with how she activates her stances, which we'll talk about another day. But legit, to me, this game's already firing on all cylinders. I like everything about this game. I've had a lot of fun with this game. I'm looking forward to putting a lot of time into the game. And then they just drop a bomb. It's like, the game is so cheap. You'll spend more on a night eating out than a whole full-ass video game here, and a good one at that. So please look forward to Avatar. It's pretty cool. So that's a lot of news. Now, just for some things in the future to come up, because I do want to do some more things in the future. So one, we'll see how it shakes out. I'm going to a lot more events this year. This year, I'll be at Combo Breaker. I'll be at Evo Vegas. I'll be at CEO. More press, but I'll also be at Summer Game Fest. I'm trying to go into a lot more events, right? And at these events, I might be in a more official role, maybe more commentary, present. I don't know. We'll see how the dice rolls on that. But I'm trying to do a lot more things. And like for next year, I very much would like to go to Evo Mexico and Evo Brazil. And part of the reason why I'm trying to do more events, like say the other month, you might see me a couple times on IGN, right? Because I got to make more money to do things like go to Evo Mexico and Evo Brazil, right? If I want to build the brand, I got to work more to make more money. So we're definitely trying to do that. On that note, so you may recall the clip channel. We don't use it that often, to be real. The most recent use in recent times would have been the silly podcast we did for Hunter x Hunter and Impact, where we did a podcast where myself and Babe Ruthless watched the whole show for a game that died on the first day. Cool stuff. Also, Babe Ruthless, by the way, for the podcast, our adventures will continue in the future. We're not just ready just yet, but in a few more months, you'll see what we're cooking up. And by the way, Babe Ruthless absolutely killed it at the Evo Awards. She has an amazing Resident Evil video she just put out not too long ago. Please check that out. But for the clip channel, I'm probably going to rebrand it to something else, like Brian F has more Brian F. Lord Knight has Lord Knight Chronicles. I love that name. If I can do something half as classy as Lord Knight, I usually did something good. So I don't, it might be like Rooflemonger Continued. I wanted to do Rooflemonger's Barnyard, but that was shot down by a friend. But yeah, so that in conjunction with, I want to use that more. I want to stream more, and that'll be my home for streaming on YouTube. I don't know when that's going to start. Not just yet. There's a lot of things that aren't ready just yet. But probably by the Invincible open beta anyways. I know not everyone likes to use Twitch, and I don't want to use the main channel because, like, I stream a lot of games that they're not fighting games, right? They're weird old man FMV games or puzzle games or something like that. So, like, it's not what everyone likes. So if you enjoy it, then great. If not, then you don't have to worry about it on the main channel. So check out the Rooflemonger Clips channel, which might get renamed into something soon, and rebrand it. And there'll just be more in the future for streams, for events, for everything. I'm also looking for work if you need someone who can speak well, do presentations, commentary, whatever. I'm open for business. So don't be afraid to reach out for that. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting year. I'm going to be at a lot of places, going to be doing a lot of things. Rest assured, like, we have that Guilty Gear patch coming up, Strive 2.0. I'll be doing that. I'll be covering everything we need to do that for the Invincible launch, which is not too far away as well. I'll be covering everything we need for that. As far as just everything in the future that you would expect me to do, hey, I'll be doing it. Don't worry. I do want to mention the Virtua Fighter patch. It happened right when I left for Evo Awards. It's a good patch. Check it out. It's too late for me to cover it now because the window is sort of passed, but it's cool stuff. Jeffrey got super buffed. That's really weird, but we'll take it. But basically, yeah, we're going to keep on keeping on. So if you enjoyed the channel to this point, thank you again. Thank you very much for the award. It legitimately means the world to me to have your guys' validation. You could argue that the Evo Awards is simply a popularity contest, but then thanks for saying I'm the most popular. Like, that feels pretty good. Like, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, we're going to keep on keeping on here on the Rooflemonger channel. And at this point, I'm rambling a little bit because, you know, I don't script nothing. Like, that's one of the things I do is not script things. And I definitely ain't scripting this. So I'm just rambling. So I think that's where we're going to cut it. So my friends, thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. And go out and play some fighting games.